Good morning, students. Myself, Dr. Ragasudha, Head Assistant Professor, Department of Microbiology, Government City College, Hyderabad, is here to talk on Burgess Manual of Systematic Bacteriology. Let us see some of the terms used in classification of microorganisms. First of all, taxonomy is the science of classification of organisms, obtained from Greek language, where taxus means arrangement, nomos means law. Bacterial taxonomy consists of three separate but interrelated areas, namely classification, nomenclature, and identification. Classification is the arrangement of organisms into groups or taxa on the basis of similarities or relationships. Nomenclature is the assignment of names to the taxonomic groups according to international rule, International Code of Nomenclature of Bacteria, which maintains the rules. Identification is the practical use of classification scheme to determine the identity of an isolate as a member of an established taxon or a member of a previously unidentified species. In 1923, David Hendricks Berge, professor of bacteriology at the University of Pennsylvania, and four colleagues published a classification of bacteria that could be used for identification of bacterial species. He is David Hendrick. The first edition, named Berge's Manual of Determinative Bacteriology, was published in the year 1923. However, bacterial systematics has undergone several changes and is continuously in a state of flux as our knowledge of microorganisms is far from complete and new information is being added every day. History in brief with Berge's Manual. In 1923, Berge's Manual of Determinative Bacteriology was initiated. It originated in the Society of American Bacteriologists. In 1936, Berge's Manual Trust was established. In 1930, International Association of Microbiologist Societies were established. The ninth edition of Berge's Manual of Determinative Bacteriology was published in 1999. The same book was renamed and published as a separate edition in 1984 as Berge's Manual of Systematic Bacteriology. This new book, second edition, was published in 2011, while the digital form of this book is available in 2015. Let us see the overview of Berge's Manual of Determinative Bacteriology. It comprises of four major categories: gram-negative bacteria, gram-positive bacteria, eubacteria, and archaebacteria. Each category contain different groups. Gram-negative bacteria bear groups from 1 to 16. Gram-positive bacteria contain groups 17 to 29. Eubacteria has only one group, 30. Archaebacteria have group 31 to 35. Multiple editions of Berge's Manual of Determinative Bacteriology was published between 1923 to 94. It organized bacteria in groups by phenotypic characteristics with no attempt to sort out higher phylogenetic relationships. This book is very useful for identification of unknown bacterial cultures. In lab, the most recent edition of Berge's Manual of Determinative Bacteriology, published in 1994 and reprinted in 2000, is used to identify the isolates. Berge's Manual of Determinative Bacteriology classification presented ninth edition of Berge's Manual of Determinative Bacteriology and is especially designed to be used for identification of bacteria, and it is defined from the classification system present in Berge's Manual of Systematic Bacteriology. In this edition, bacteria have been characterized into 35 groups under 4 major categories. The first category include groups 1 to 16, spirochetes, sulfate and sulfur reducing bacteria, rickettsia and chlamydias. The second category include groups 17 to 29, which contain gram positive cocci, endospore forming gram positive rods and cocci, non sporing gram positive rods. The third category include groups 30, which contain only one mycoplasma. The last or fourth category includes group 31 to 35, which include methanogens, archaeal sulfate reducers, extremely halophils, and cell wall-less archaea bacteria. The most recent revision of Burgess manual divides bacteria into 4 divisions or phyla according to the characteristics of cell wall, which division is subdivided into sections to such characters like gram strain reactions, cell shape, cell arrangement, oxygen requirement, motility, and nutritional and metabolic properties. Each section consists of number of genera. In some sections, genera are grouped into families and orders. In other sections, they are not. Gram negative bacteria. This category contains group 1 to 16. Examples: spirochetes, sulfate and sulfur reducing bacteria, rickettsia, chlamydias, anoxygenic phototrophic bacteria, oxygenic phototrophic bacteria, aerobic chemolithotrophs, budding bacteria, sheathed bacteria, non photosynthetic, non fruiting gliding bacteria, and fruiting gliding bacteria. Picture of spiral bacteria called spirochetes. Biofilm of sulfate and sulfur reducing bacteria. Rickettsia infecting a cell. Chlamydias. Anoxygenic phototrophic bacteria. Oxygenic phototrophic bacteria. Fruiting body of gliding bacteria Stigmatella aurantiaca. Another budding bacteria Chondromyces crocatus. Sheathing bacteria. These sheathing bacteria are enclosed in a hollow tube called a sheath. These sheaths are coated with oxide of iron and manganese, and usually this sheath protects the bacteria from temperature and pressure pH. Next category, gram positive bacteria, which include groups from 17 to 29. These include gram positive cocci, endospore forming gram positive rods and cocci, non sporing gram positive rods, mycobacteria, non cardiform actinomycetes, genera with multilocular sporangiae, actinoplasma, streptomycetes, and related genera, Thermomonospora, Thermoactinomycetes, and other genera. Examples of endospore forming gram positive rods and cocci: Bacillus anthrax rods with endospores, Clostridium pasturinum cocci with endospores. Non sporing gram positive rods, example Bifidobacterium, Lactobacillus bulgaricus. Example for Mycobacterium: these are the colonies of Mycobacterium grown on Ogawa's media. The first tube contains Mycobacterium tuberculosis, followed by Mycobacterium avium, Mycobacterium cansasis, Mycobacterium gordonii, respectively. Picture of non-cardiform actinomycetes. These are Thermatospora and Streptomyces. Moving on to the next category, Eubacteria, which contain only one group, 30. These are the bacteria without cell wall called as Mycoplasma. These are the smallest known bacteria. The next group are archae. The next category is archaebacteria containing the groups 31 to 35, which include methanogens, archaeal sulfate reducers, extremely halophytes, cell wall-less archaebacteria, extremely thermophilic and hyperthermophilic sulfur metabolizers. That's all about Burgess Manual of Determinative Bacteriology. Moving on to the next book, namely Burgess Manual of Systematic Bacteriology. From 1984, Burgess Manual was renamed as Burgess Manual of Systematic Bacteriology and is published in separate volumes. The first edition of Burgess Manual of Systematic Bacteriology, which came out in 4 volumes from 1984 through 1989, attempted to organize bacterial species according to known phylogenetic relationships. An approach that continued with a second edition published in 5 volumes from 2001 through 2012. The volumes are organized according to the molecular classification systems, including 16S rRNA sequences rather than by phenotypic characteristics. Basis for classification. The golden standard for determining phylogenetic relationship is DNA-DNA homology by hybridization or genomic sequences. So, the Burgess Manual of Systematic Bacteriology established phylogenetic relationships by using the following techniques like amino acid sequencing, protein analysis, rRNA sequencing, and nucleic acid hybridization. Burgess Manual of Systematic Bacteriology, first edition's editor-in-chief is John Holt et al., which was published in 4 volumes in the year 1984 through 1989. Publisher is Williams and Wilkins in USA. The second edition's editor-in-chief was George M. Garrity et al. This book was published in 5 volumes from year 2001 through 2012. The publisher was Springer from New York. The first edition of Burgess Manual of Systematic Bacteriology is primarily phenetic, that is based on the natural similarity of phenotypic characteristics of microorganisms, and has appeared in 4 volumes consisting of sections. First edition. This first edition, as I've told you, it comprises of 4 volumes. Volume 1 contain gram-negative bacteria of general medicine or industrial importance. It has 11 sections and published in the year 1984. The second volume contains gram-positive bacteria other than actinomycetes from section 12 to 19, published in 1886. The third volume contained gram-negative bacteria with distinctive properties, cyanobacteria and archaea, with sections 18 to 25, published in the year 1889. The fourth volume contains actinomycetes, that is gram-positive filamentous bacteria, with sections 26 to 33, published in the year 1991. The first edition is divided into 4 divisions, namely Gracillicutes, Firmicutes, Tenericutes, and Mendoricutes. Gracillicutes means thin skin, which include gram-negative cell wall bacteria. Firmicutes means thick and strong skin, include gram-positive cell wall other than actinomycetes. Tenericutes means soft or tender skinned bacteria, includes bacteria lacking cell wall other than actinomycetes. Mendoricutes include skin with faults, include bacteria lacking peptidoglycan in their cell wall like archaebacteria. Thus, the kingdom Prokaryote is divided into 4 divisions in the first edition. Each of the 33 sections in the 4 volumes contain prokaryotes that share a few easily determined characteristics and bear a title that either describes these properties or provides the vernacular names of the prokaryotes included. The characteristics used to define sections are normally features such as general shape and morphology, gram staining properties, oxygen relationships, motility, presence of endospores, and mode of energy production. After 1984, the year of publication of first volume of Burgess Manual of Systematic Bacteriology, much work has done on sequencing of rRNA, DNA and proteins, which has made the phylogenetic analysis of prokaryote feasible. As a consequence, the second edition of Burgess Manual is largely phylogenetic rather than phonetic and thus quite different from the first edition, and second edition is published in 5 volumes. It has more ecological importance or information about individual taxa. Phylogenetic rather than phonetic. The second edition does not group all the clinically important prokaryotes together as the first edition. Instead, pathogenic species will be placed phylogenetically and thus scattered throughout the following 5 volumes. The second edition consists of 5 volumes. Its 5 volumes were published in its first volume is published in 2001 while the second in 2005. Moving on to second edition, which is published in 5 volumes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The first volume comprises of archaea and deeply branching and phototrophic bacteria. Second volume, proteobacteria. Third volume, the low G plus C gram positive bacteria. Fourth, high G plus C gram positive bacteria. Fifth, planktomycetes, spirochetes, fibrobacters, bacteroidetes, and fusobacteria. Volume 1 of second edition, which contains archaea and deeply branching and phototrophic bacteria. It contains archaea, domain archaea. Domain archaea has 2 phyla, A1 and A2. Phylum A1 is known as Crenarchaeota, contains thermophilic and hyperthermophilic sulfur metabolizing prokaryotes arranged in single class thermoproti divided into 3 orders and 5 families. Example in Crenarchaeota are Thermoproteus, D. sulfurococcus, Pyrodictyum and Sulfolobus. Phylum A2 is named as Euarchaeota. The phylum Euarchaeota contains primarily methanogens and halophils, thermophilic and sulfur reduces. This phylum is divided into 7 classes, namely Methanobacteria, Methanococci, Halobacteria, Thermoplasmata, Thermococci, Archaeoglobi and Methanopyri. It comprises of 9 orders and 16 families. Example of Euarchaeota are Methanobacterium, Methanococcus, Halobacterium, Thermophasma, Thermococcus, Archaeoglobus, Methanopyrus. Deeply branching bacteria are phylogenetically the most ancient forms of life, being the closest to the last universal common ancestor. Deeply branching bacteria include many species that thrive in extreme environments that are thought to resemble conditions on Earth billion years of ago. Deeply branching bacteria are important for our understanding of evolution. Some of them are used in industry too. This is a phylogenetic tree of life which consists of major forms of life: bacteria, archaea and eukarya. A very good example of deeply branching bacteria are Acetothermus paucivorans. It is a gram-negative anaerobic bacterium discovered in 1988 in sewage sludge. Is a thermophile growing at optimum temperature of 58 degrees centigrade. Scientists have determined it to be the deepest branching bacterium or the closest evolutionary relation to the Leuca. Moving on to the next domain, bacteria. The domain bacteria has 11 phyla, which is known as phyla B. Phyla B1 is Aquificae. Phyla B2 is Thermatogae. Phyla B3 is Thermodesulfobacteriae. Phyla B4 is Deinococcus thermus. Phyla B6 is Chloroflexi. 7 is Thermomicrobia. 8 Nitrospira. 9 Dephiribacters. 10 Cyanobacteria, and 11 Chlorobi. Volume 2 comprises of Proteobacteria. Proteobacteria contain phyla B12. The phylum Proteobacteria consists of 5 classes: alpha Proteobacteria, beta Proteobacteria, gamma Proteobacteria, delta Proteobacteria, epsilon Proteobacteria. And some more Proteobacteria, newly identified Proteobacteria, are also included under this phylum. These Proteobacteria are gram negative, though some may stain gram positive or gram variable in practice, with an outer membrane mainly composed of lipopolysaccharides flagella or exhibit gliding movement. Most members are facultatively or obligatively anaerobic, chemolithoautotrophic, and heterotrophic, but numerous exceptions occur. Protobacteria contain the following genera. Alpha Proteobacteria include examples like Brucella, Rhizobium, Agrobacterium, Caulobacter, Rickettsia, Wolbachii, etc. Beta Proteobacteria include Bordetella, Ralstonia, Neisseria, Nitrosomonas, etc. Gamma Proteobacteria include all pathogenic microorganisms like Escherichia, Shigella, Salmonella, Yersinia, Buchner, Haemophilus, Vibrio, Pseudomonas, etc. Delta Proteobacteria includes Desulfovibrio, Neobacter, Delovibrio, etc. Epsilon Proteobacteria include Helicobacter, Campylobacter, Vollinella, etc. Whereas Zeta Proteobacter include Mariprofundus georgii. Oligoflexia include Oligoflexus, whereas Acidothiobacillia include Acidothiobacillus thioxidans, Thermithiobacillus tepidarius. Hydrogenophilia includes Hydrogenophilus thermoluteus and Tepidiphilus margariti fir. Volume 3 includes low G+C gram-positive bacteria. It contains phylum B13 called Firmicutes. The phylum Firmicutes consists of gram-positive bacteria with low G+C content, where the molecular value is the percentage of G+C content is below 50% in the DNA. Most of the bacteria of this phyla are heterotrophic in nature. The phylum is classified into 3 classes, namely Clostridia, Mollicutes, and Bacilli. Mollicutes are mycoplasmas which lack cell wall and stain gram negative. They are classified under this phylum because of their close relationship to low G+C gram positive bacteria. Volume 4 includes high G+C gram positive bacteria, which includes the phylum B14 named as Actinobacteria. The phylum Actinobacteria is classified into single class Actinobacteria, which contains high G+C gram positive bacteria with the percentage of G+C content above 50 to 55%. These bacteria show enormous morphological variations ranging from cocci to regular or irregular rods to extensively branching hyphae. Many genera form a variety of asexual spores too. Actinobacteria phylum consists of 5 subclasses, 6 orders, 14 suborders, 44 families, and many a number of genera. The important genera of Actinobacteria are Actinomycetes, Arthobacter, Brevibacterium, Cellulomonas, Clavibacter, Corynebacterium, Mycobacterium, Nocardia, Actinoplanes, Propionibacterium, Streptomyces, Frankie, etc. The largest and the most complex genus is Streptomyces, containing over 500 species. Volume 5 comprises of Planomycetes, Spirochetes, Fibrobacters, Bacteroides, and Fusobacteria. It contains phylum B through 15 to 23. 15 is Planctomycetes with the class Planctomycetaceae. 16 is Chlamydias containing class Chlamydiae. 17 Spirochetes class contains only one class, Spirochetes, whereas 18 phyla is named as Fibrobacters with one class, Fibrobacters. 19 is Acidobacteria containing one class, Acidobacteria, whereas 20 is named as Bacteroides containing three classes, Bacteroides, Flavobacteria, and Spigobacteria. 21 is Fusobacteria with one class, Fusobacteria. 22 is Vericomicrobia with one class, Vericomicrobiae. Then the last one is 23 Dictyoglobus with one class, Dictyoglobi. Advantages of systematic bacteriology. The organization of Burgess Manual of Systematic Bacteriology makes it impractical for helping place unknown bacteria into major taxa, but it consists far more details on the families, genera, and species, and is far more up to date than the determinative manual. The other advantage of the systematic bacteriology is it has 4 volumes which contains the bacteria considering to be of practical importance in medicine, or those that illustrate biologically unusual or interesting principles. Difference between determinative and systematic bacteriology. Burgess Manual of Determinative Bacteriology provides identification schemes for identifying bacteria and archaea. It is based on morphology, differential staining, biochemical tests. It is a standard reference for laboratory identification of the bacteria. Well, Burgess Manual of Systematic Bacteriology provides phylogenetic information on bacteria and archaea. It's based on rRNA sequencing. It is a standard reference on bacterial classification. Thank you.